Yeah, okay.
We can stop that anytime, Dustin.
Bring that down a little.
I just want to have a little party before we
Can you see that screen, Dustin? It's on an angle and I don't want to fix it.
I mean, I can see enough.
Okay,
I can
perfect.
see that I'm in it.
Good. Are we on? Are we rolling?
Are we rolling? Yeah,
We're rolling.
We're
All
always
right.
rolling.
We're always.
Rolling.
I want to turn everything on earlier and earlier to try and catch us in those like weird, awkward off stages.
Oh man.
I was I was working on it and then the camera shuts off. So that one was a fail.
He's coming out here trying to catch us on a hot mic,
Yeah.
and his camera turns off.
I mean, I was filming you guys arguing last time. I got that on my camera or on my phone.
Nice.
That was a good one. I just
Oh yeah,
waiting
that
to
was
release
probably
it.
the most polite argument we've had.
It was very polite. It was nice.
I always like saying, "Let's roll out."
Autobots,
Yeah, that's
roll
exactly
out.
it. I've been quoting Optimus this whole time.
Such nerds.
I don't think I've ever heard you say roll out.
Never once
Yeah,
heard you
I've
say
never heard him
What
say
are you
that
talking
ever.
about? Well, that's because we don't squat up and actually go anywhere. Usually, it's like we're all going in different directions.
Oh,
So-
you're not talking about the podcast?
No.
Oh, I don't give a shit then.
Yeah, we
All right.
care about
no
your
one cares my
personal
fucking
life.
story because it wasn't.
No, no one cares about your life outside of this. Anyways, how's it going? How's your life, man? What are you up to?
You know what? I have this problem that I've been flirting with for a long time, but it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know what it says about me and my
Okay.
relationship with food, but it's definitely something that I need to talk about. So
Let's hear it, man.
growing up, I fucked with nachos a lot.
Yo.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Kyle remembers. We have, you know what? Side tangent, nacho story. So this one time we were hanging out in the crib, and I had this nice little little man cave going on. And so the way the house was laid out is you come in the front door. There's like the little foyer there. Everyone's shoes are there, and then you can go up the stairs to the left to like the main part of the upstairs house, kitchen, whatever, or you could go straight down more stairs into the basement where my man cave was.
Okay.
So I'm upstairs and I'm making nachos for the boys.
Yeah.
The boys are downstairs, they're playing games, and all I hear is, Dustin, come here. And so I come racing down with the nachos, and obviously, because I leave my fucking shoes in the front foyer, I bailed on my shoes. I go flying down these stairs, and I fucking land right onto the concrete. I dodged like a chess. I'm like contorted. I'm like, ugh. But because of the cheese, I didn't drop a single fucking nacho.
Good man.
Well, Kyle's bitch ass just grabs a fucking chip before he even asked if I was okay. This fucking guy.
I mean, it's nachos, man.
I'm like lying on the ground holding the plate. I'm like, ugh.
You were good enough to get down.
And
You didn't
Kyle's
get
just
back
like,
up.
Kyle just,
Thanks, man.
Anyways, so that happened once.
That basically explains everything in that man cave. Because I know the one time we were playing, and this one I've said it to everybody. I use it all the time. Cause you got up to go to the fridge. You're like, hey, do you want a drink? I'm like, yeah. Can you grab me a Coke? You go over, you grab yourself a drink, you sit down. I'm like, he didn't get me anything. He's like, yeah, I just wanted to know. He's playing.
Just curious, man.
Those man cave days were interesting. But anyways, so me and Nachos, we grew up together.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where we just had a really close relationship, and we fucked all the time.
You were kind of, people called you Nacho.
I mean, I feel like that was more racist than connected to the Nachos.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Anyways, so randomly one time, I think I was probably 16 or 17. Like I was pretty much a senior, I think. I went to a Mexican restaurant with my family and I ate nachos, and within like half an hour of leaving, I'm like sitting in the backseat of the car. I'm like rolling in pain because I'm not taking it very well. And so, you know, I end up throwing up that night. It was gross, but the next day I'm fine.
Okay.
Whatever, move on. Maybe like a week later, I had a bag of Doritos and I start getting sick again. I end up throwing up. Same thing happens. And then another time, I ate a bag of candy corn. A lot of corn syrup in that. I got sick again. And so by the time I hit like the 5th time I've gotten sick now by something corn related, I'm like, maybe I'm allergic to corn.
Never once did it cross your mind to eat like a vegetable or have an apple.
Kyle, they
Like
weren't the
corn
only
syrup.
meals I was eating.
Nachos.
This guy's acting like every meal I had.
Day 3 of nachos. Still sick. Might be nacho related. I'll try again tomorrow.
Okay, so anyways, yeah, all I was eating was fucking corn, candy corn, and Doritos. That was my diet back then.
Well, you showed us your 7-Eleven closet, so what am I supposed to expect here? we got Pop-Tarts.
Yeah,
closet here.
Kyle.
The
Matt
water's
said,
just for show.
yeah, the water was for hope. But Matt said he was hungry, so I pulled out the fucking snacks.
Hey, so you might hear some munching on this. So let me hear more about you puking and shitting.
Yeah. So anyways, no shitting, just puking.
Okay.
My body just doesn't want it at all.
Okay,
It just
yeah,
tells me
fair,
it needs
fair.
to get out.
Eject.
And so sometimes if I just have like a little bit,
Yeah.
I can feel like a little bit in my tummy, but then I'm like, I can get past it, and eventually we move on. But the thing is then there was a period of time after, like, I was off corn for like 3 years. Once I decided I was allergic to it, I'm like, fuck, can't have corn anymore. I didn't eat corn for 3 years. But then one day I decided to flirt with corn again. And I was fine. And I didn't get sick. And I'm back to eating nachos. I'm back to crushing an entire bag of Doritos on impulse.
Weird.
Like,
okay.
I'm like a reborn man. And I'm like, this is amazing. I fucking love corn. And then it started to come back again.
Oh no.
And now I've been living like the last like 2 years flirting with this allergy because I know that I get sick off it.
Yeah.
But I'll still fuck things up sometimes. Like even a year ago when I was working with Ryan and we were working at that stupid labor job, there was what are they? Crunchies. They're like crunchy Dorito or crunchy cheesies.
Okay.
They're cornstarch, very much corn. They do make me sick. Like today, if I ate them, I'd get sick. But I was crushing bag after bag after bag. I got Ryan hooked on them. They're so fucking good. Like we would sit in that truck and be eating crunchies more than we were working. Like it was blessed. That being said, there's been a couple times in the last year where like I'm just blowing guts and I'm like, man, can I even go to work tomorrow? I'm so sick. I have the flu. And I'm like, wait, no, it's just the fucking Doritos again.
Huh.
And so Hope's been getting mad at me because she knows that I know that I'm allergic to this, but I'll still do this to myself. And like sometimes she's not paying attention to me and she'll come in the living room and I'm like 3/4 down the bag of Doritos and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh fuck, sorry. Anyways, so it was literally 2 days ago. I was on my way home from work and there was this Los Tacos, this new local Mexican restaurant. And there was all these things. I was really craving tacos. I didn't want the burrito, because like burritos are generally flour tortillas, so it's like safe.
Yeah.
I can confirm because I went the day after with a burrito and it was fine. But anyway, so we're back to the first day.
Your relationship with food is good.
Yeah, we fuck no. But so I was like, yeah, I need to get some tacos. And so the tacos come out and they're like pretty like authentic Mexican street tacos. They come in a double layered up little corn tortilla. And I was like, ooh, didn't even think anything of it. Didn't care. Was like, whatever. It's like a little bit of corn, right? It's just like,
a little bit.
Like I said, I flirt with it sometimes. It's fine. Anyway, so I ate these tacos. They were delicious. I loved it. I had already decided that I was going back tomorrow. But I get home and I was like, I don't know if you feel so well, but whatever. I had to go to football practice. I go to football practice and I'm sitting there and I start sweating, but I'm like, it's just hot out. It's not that. It's just hot out. And I can like feel my tummy like not feeling so hot. I'm like, I just need to like move around a little bit, right? Like I'm not sick. Don't even worry about it. So I get home, I'm lying in bed and I'm like rolling in pain now. I'm like, all right, I think I got to pull the trigger. This is too much. So I end up, blowing my face off in the toilet and
Wow.
But you know what the best part is? This is how I know it's just a clean in and out allergy. I threw up, say like 6 o'clock, had a cheeky little nap till like 8, woke up, ordered a pizza. I was fine.
to go, eh?
I had a bottle of water and a pizza, and I put the whole thing back, and nothing. I'm a newborn man.
Your
like, it was
body
like,
just needed to press the eject
it was
button,
like
eh?
nothing happened. It was just like a reset, and I'm like,
Jeez.
Body is just crying. It's just yelling at you, please give me a break. We've been to Los Tacos for 2 days and now we're getting little seeds. Just give me a second.
It was nice.
Wow.
And then that was fine. Like the next day I went to work and I was like, it was like nothing. I ate whatever I wanted again and everything was great.
Life is good.
And like I said, I went back the next day and had a burrito and it was bomb. The place is good. It was just the corn just didn't work for me. I didn't want to like be like, hey
Oh
bro,
my
your
God.
food made me throw up. No, I know what I did. It was me.
Dude sitting here like, should I get a COVID-19? No, it was the nachos. It's pretty much same thing.
Yeah, I didn't miss any time at all.
Wow, that's beautiful. So it's like 10 minutes into the podcast. We're talking about you puking.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Hey guys.
I don't
So
even
wild-
know if I can
wild
stand
week.
right now.
Well,
It's like The simplest, and you notice how he never once had corn on the cob to see if like the corn was the issue. It's all these other things that just have corn.
It's like enriched corn, probably.
You know what's wild though?
You still eating it?
I've tried just plain corn. Sometimes it fucks me up. Sometimes it doesn't. But the thing is, I never eat enough plain corn. It's usually in something. So like if I had like a burrito with a little corn in it, I could usually feel it in the tummy a little. But like that's usually it because I don't just eat corn on the cob. Usually, it's not really my thing.
Oh man.
And then we live in Chilliwack, so like that's always a thing.
That's
but
good.
Man, I can't eat corn on the cob at all. You know my fucking. I guess you don't know. My teeth are fucked. So when I was 2, I got a baby bottle disease. So I lost all my teeth except for my fangs.
Oh my god.
So I was Dracula for 6 Halloweens straight.
Okay.
And so when they eventually grew, my gums grew too far, so everything's all fucked up.
Okay.
That's as far as that shit goes. So trying to eat corn on the cob is ridiculous.
You gotta like get in there with your side molars.
And like you said, we're in Chilliwack, so any barbecue you're showing up, they've got corn on the cob. You gotta husk it, and you're like, nah, I don't want nothing.
Kyle, why aren't you eating the corn?
I fucking can, okay?
My mom's fucking cutting it off the cob for me.
No, Kyle actually just developed this other technique where he just like deep throats it and pulls it out, just scrapes it back.
Straight it out like a drill.
I feel so bad. When we were in middle school, Ryan, I don't know if he was just like, honestly, my memory's kind of skewed. Part of me thinks that there was nothing weird about him. He was just living his life and he ate bananas occasionally. Okay. Part of me thinks he had a thing for bananas because he always had them, but I don't know. Maybe it's me. But every time he had a banana, I would just like look at him. And he would always get uncomfortable because you know how it is.
You're not supposed to watch a dude eating a dick-shaped piece of food.
I know, but I would always just like look at him to make him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he would like look away, I'd like hit it and shove it down his throat. And so this one time we're in science class, and I saw him open the banana. He takes one bite, and next thing you know, he's fucking choking on this banana. And I'm like, oh shit. And the teacher's like, Ryan, stop it. He's he's like trying to collect himself. But the teacher's getting mad at him for making noise and being disruptive. And I'm just like,
Sucks to suck, bro.
I'm a shitty friend. That's all you really got from that story.
That's good. Nice.
It's a classic.
Man. I got nothing. What?
I was gonna
try and keep it going.
I was gonna say the Olympics are on right now. Have any of you guys?
I don't give a fuck about the Olympics. I like the Winter Olympics, and that's about it. But man, the Summer Olympics has got the stupidest fucking sport. What did you snap me the other day? What were they doing? That's polo or some shit, right?
I was at work, and I was working on something, and I look up, and they're playing water polo.
Yeah, okay.
And I was just watching them, and I'm like, man, I'm exhausted watching this.
Stupid.
These girls, they're sitting in their like, cause like it's part basketball, it's part soccer, it's also swimming the entire fucking time. So like they're floating, they're treading, they're kind of wrestling each other. They've got the ball, they're trying to shoot, pass, turnover. As soon as the turnover, just like basketball, they all start sprinting in the other direction, but they're all swimming. And I'm just like, oh man, that's exhausting. But then there's like da on that side, and then it's a turnover, and they start swimming back the other way. I'm like, these girls haven't touched the bottom of that pool once. They're just swimming this whole time, trying to play another sport, basically. Because I'm just like, this is the most exhausting thing I've watched. And I think, was it you? Like, I'm already drowning just watching that or something?
No, I just said it was fucking stupid.
I think someone responded as like, I'm already drowning just watching that. I'm like, that was literally me. Like, if that was me, I would have been dead. Like, I remember this one time I did leg day, and I was at the peak athleticism I've ever been in. I did leg day. I had a sick workout, and everyone's like, yo, let's go to the lake. And I'm like, down. Let's go to the fucking lake. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fresh. And like I said, I'm as athletic as I've ever been at this point in my life. I look at the buoy at the top of the docks, and it's maybe 20 feet away. It's not far. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to fucking crush that. I'm going to swim over there. And I'm like, I get like 5 feet and my legs stop. And now I'm like, help. And I'm like looking at the guys, and they're just looking at me like, fuck off. Like, you're quit faking it. You're fine. No, we're not coming to help you.
Yeah.
Just get out of the water if it's too much. Like, no one's giving me any credit. And I'm like, guys, seriously.
Almost reach.
And then so I end up kind of like doggy paddling my way out there, and I get there, and I'm just stuck there for about half an hour to 45 minutes. I'm just stuck hanging on the buoy, just waiting to recover, because I'm like, I got nothing in the tank. I'm dead. Like my legs were stopped.
Yeah.
It was a tragic day. So me thinking of how easily fatigue would set in if I was swimming for more than 30 seconds, that looks terrible.
Yeah.
But like, if it wasn't for the Olympics, who's watching that sport, and what's the point of training for that your whole life?
Yeah, that's the like your in your entire life is dedicated to this one thing, and the only time people watch it is during the Olympics once every 4 years. The Olympics is just full of so many stupid fucking sports that are just there for the Olympics.
Honestly, like, the Olympics is the only thing that makes them credible.
Yeah.
Because if there was no like Olympic water polo, there would maybe be some like weird, underground water polo league where you could win a tournament, because there's a tournament for everything.
Yeah.
But no one would fucking train for that shit. Like the only reason people do it is because if you are the best, you could go to the Olympics, which is higher than football players can go. You can't go to the Olympics in football. Yeah. It's not a thing.
Yeah, they can just make money.
I mean, yeah, but
an actual job.
But yeah, but like the Olympics, even though all these other sports have so much more funding and money and prizes, the Olympics is still like, that's the gold medal of athleticism. That's the number one. Yeah. But like, it's wild. And I'm watching like all the like the headlines and stuff, or like I think it was the handball thing was the other day where the girls from Norway or something like that.
Yeah, this is okay. Actually, no. This isn't the Olympics.
These wanted to wear shorts.
Yeah, this isn't for the Olympics, from what I understand. But yeah, so like they decided not to wear fucking bikini bottoms and not be sexualized.
But like in a sport where you don't need a fucking bikini to play that.
Yeah,
sport.
But they straight up got fined. So then Pink, the singer Pink, has like pledged to pay their fine, which is only, I think it's $1,700 US, which is just insane. But then the federation acknowledged that there's a commotion online, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll definitely donate it," and they're donating it to like a different sports team that like is for equals women's rights. But that's just fucked. Like they're still finding them.
That's wild.
I don't get it. So
that's wild.
I mean, I'm sure it'll change the pace of how things are followed through on, kind of thing. But
I don't understand the point of a dress code for athletes in any capacity. And here's the thing: as long as you're representing your team and you have your team colors and team like gear, yeah, cool. But like if you wear something like, let's say, we forget about the bikinis because I don't know if they're really that special in any capacity, but just like compression shorts like you see like the male sprinters wear. What they're wearing is to make their performance make them as slick and light as possible. Yeah, there's no drag, there's no friction.
Yeah, there's a reason for it.
This is peak performance gear. If they chose to wear anything else, it would only negatively affect them. Yeah. So why would they? That's all you have to say to an athlete to make them go and, cooperate with a certain look. This is what you need to wear to be the best and give yourself the best opportunity. Yeah. And that would be good enough. You don't have to fine people because I wanted to wear shorts. No, you can wear shorts. You'll fucking lose, but you can wear shorts if you want. Like, wear whatever you want to wear. Why does it matter? Wear a hoodie for all I care. You just fucked your whole chance.
Yeah. Well, and from my understanding, it's not like it's not thong bikinis or anything. It's just like that much extra fabric that's covering their legs.
Right, because those shorts, they were still short shorts. Like any horny dude that was watching that just to see some ass, he still saw some ass. I don't know why they're acting like, oh, that's, like this is really that big of a difference. Yeah. If they're more comfortable, if they want to play like that, let them fucking play. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if this is what you need to wear to be a peak athlete, anything else is only going to hinder your performance. You can wear it if you want to. I don't care what you wear.
Yeah. I hope they go on to win now.
I hope they win too. I hope these rules just get lifted because like they shouldn't be forced to wear anything that like in particular. Just wear your team colors and wear your country if you're an Olympian or whatever. That's it.
Yeah, I don't understand at all that there's even a rule.
Why?
I assumed that the girls wanted to wear that stuff. I don't know. Maybe I was naive at the time.
I mean,
but like clearly, if there's an actual rule saying you have to wear a thong, it's like maybe you don't have to do that.
Yeah, maybe like naive teenage Dustin thought that. Oh, well, less clothes means, better, just like, but the guys don't like wearing little clothes and girls do. But like the fact that there's rules about it, to me, I feel like to everybody, it's kind of wild. Like where are we? Like, I just feel like 2021, we assume so many things aren't rules. And then all these things get neglected because everyone's like, oh, it doesn't matter. And then when the rule does come up and get enforced, we're like, wait, what? And
I feel like these are rules where it's like, maybe for the internet. So someone tried wearing shorts one time, they got fined, and there wasn't anyone around to hear about it. So they're like, fuck, I guess I'll wear a bikini now.
And then now we just shut up.
Exactly, yeah. But now we have so much information where it's like shit like this, like just stupid ass rules.
Yeah.
It actually gets
every little
gets
thing
brought
gets
up.
blown up on the internet, and then
Exactly.
we're just like the whole world's spinning out of control thinking about it. That kind of ties into that video that went viral that I showed you before the show.
Oh my god.
Kyle, I don't know if you saw this one, but there's this guy, he's in a car and the cops pulled him over. And he puts the camera behind him, and you see like the cop seemingly throw a little baggie in the back seat. Did you see that one?
Yeah. It was actually it was crazy.
That video is cut start and finish exactly where it needs to be for you to think that a cop was trying to plant evidence.
Yeah.
Did you see the full video?
No.
So the full video, you can watch the video of the body cam is released, and it's such a different story than what that guy portrayed in that viral clip. They get pulled over, they're speeding. Two friends in the back seat don't have a seatbelt. They get asked to step out of the car and identify themselves. They get a little pat down. The guy pulls out like the shit that's in their pockets. Just take a look. There is a little baggie, but there's nothing in it. It's just a little baggie. Yeah. I mean, it's a prime baggie for drugs, but there were no drugs in it. And he was just like tired of holding the guy's garbage. And everyone looked at it. There's no drugs. They just threw it back in the car to get rid of it because he didn't want to hold on to it. And the guy's like, oh, you planted that. You planted that. And he's pointing at the guy. He's like, it's yours. Came from your friend. Like, I have body cam. Like, I just don't want to hold on to your shit anymore. Yeah. But like none of that is included. It's just him tossing in, I see you. I see you. That's all it is.
That was the part of the video that I didn't understand because he showed him, oh, you planted that. Then he went close up on it. It's garbage. Like, this is just making you not litter. Like, what did he plant? There's no drugs in there.
Nothing. It was like, and there wasn't even a part of the video where the cop was like, oh, what's this? And he went back and like reached for it again. He literally just threw trash in his car and then like backed off.
Yeah, he was pretty casual about it too.
Yeah.
Just, I got you on camera. So I do too, man.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just, that's the internet though. Like you said, like every time something goes up,
it just blows up.
It's just like a comedy special. They watch the first half, don't care about the rest, make their opinion right there.
Well, that's what I hate about TikTok. Of like, it's just the repeatability of it. Of you're like swiping through, or even like Instagram Reels and shit now. It's just the same song over and over and over, and just one thing blows up, and then just everybody capitalizes on it, and then it's just like these viral things that are constantly happening. It's I don't know, I don't understand why it's that popular.
Because
it's
you haven't got into the nerd algorithm. So
so
pretty much everything on my TikTok, like Brittany just hates it because it's just nerd shit. Like it'll be a deep dive into Star Wars and why Ahsoka is important for this, and then it'll go to
my guy.
Like Norse mythology, and they'll have some that weird the Bellatone song. I don't know what it is, but all of mine is pretty much the same music, but just random facts. And like there was like one about the ancient ways that they used to torture people.
Nice.
So basically, whatever you feel like watching, if you see it and you stop for 5 extra seconds on it, now the next time it's going to be a little bit more recent. So I think that's the part that gets people trapped, is that the shit that you want in that exact moment, it just keeps appearing over and over and over. The next day, if you watch something else a little bit more, now that's appearing. You don't have to worry about the people that you followed or the people that you've seen before. It's all based off what you're doing in
just
this
instant
exact
gratification.
Moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually I keep buying fucking stupid camera gear because on my reels it's just nothing but other people showcasing their camera gear. I'm like, oh, I need that. That'll make me better for sure. And then I own it. I'm like, I'm not better. What the fuck?
Let's go. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. TikTok does that to me all the time. I think the thing too that's interesting about trends is because there's so many kids and there's just so many like shitty dances and everyone wants to get popular because like seemingly nobodies have like popped off just because they created a dance or something, and all of a sudden they've got this huge
fucking
following.
Missy Elliott glitch thing that's going on right now. That thing's driving me crazy.
I don't even know.
Oh man, like you play
it
super slow, and then like the dun, 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 and the you like go back and forth. So then when it's actually played in fast speed, it looks like you're supposed to be glitching. And it's like super crazy. I bet you if I open up my TikTok, I'll find it within seconds.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me crazy.
The thing though is like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you got your followers. Followers can make you money.
It's true, man.
It's you just need
true.
that number.
I guess I don't really know, but apparently in Canada you don't really get paid that much for TikTok, like because it's mostly based out of the States or whatever. But I guess like even if you have a shitload of followers, you get paid from getting them to your other platforms, but TikTok itself doesn't really pay Canadian.
It's a funnel.
Content
You gotta funnel people.
But the thing with TikTok that I've actually noticed is that I'll find new songs that I've never heard, like brand new songs. The second they pop off, somebody's making a TikTok over it, and I always have my Shazam on, so like my Spotify playlist, my top 10. It's the only time I'm ever able to surprise Brittany with my music. 'Cause she knows everything. She knows when it's coming out.
Yeah.
But I'll put it on and she's like, I know I've heard this song before, but I have no idea where. It's like, yeah, that's my phone.
TikTok, baby.
You're like, hey, look at me.
The thing what I find fucked. Like, I don't drink, I don't really do drugs or anything, but I find it, right? Oh, I used to party. But I find it so fucked up. You go on TikTok on like Friday evening, so many like Coke related party videos kind of thing, like people going out and doing drugs and like picking up from their dealer, and it's like, what the fuck? And then you watch things on like Saturday morning or Sunday morning, and it's like people being hungover and talking about relapse and stuff, and it's like there's just all these same people posting all this shit, so then it floods TikTok, and it's like, man, just everyone's going out doing the same thing. It's fucked, dude. But it's weird. Like every Friday evening, if I open up TikTok, it's just tons of people talking about drugs, picking up from dealers, different little skits and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck, man? And how does TikTok showcase that stuff? Like, what if I was a little
That's
kid,
how you know
man?
Matt parties. Because his TikTok's filled with all the party shit.
You know, that's the secrets out.
Yeah, he watches an extra couple seconds like, yeah, I've been there.
Hey, turn up.
Well, yeah, actually, you're probably right, because I watch it, and I watch the whole thing through, because I'm always so thrown off. I'm like, is this fucking serious? Like, is this really happening?
Like,
so
12-year-olds can watch this shit.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting there watching all these drug-related videos. So TikTok's like, yeah, this dude fucking parties. Show him more, man. Give him the algorithm.
This dude fucking parties. I think my favorite thing is when new TikTok trends get started with, like, seemingly really obscure old songs that I'm like, you know, as someone that likes, you know, thinks he has a nice taste in music, if I were to, like, have a TikTok that had an older song, but it was like a good song, and it popped off, and everyone all of a sudden really liked that song, that would be like the best thing to ever happen to me. But like that happened to so many people, and the song's fucking trash, and it's obscure and it's old. Like there's this one trend that I see all the time, and it's this one line from like the first album Destiny's Child put out.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like that obscure Destiny's Child that nobody knows what this song is. But this Destiny's Child song is all over the place. And I'm like, why? Who listened to this album in the last 20 years? Why is this even on?
I mean, maybe that's a good strategy to go viral. You just got to go and find all like the good 90s hits CDs and just go through the whole album and find the shit songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like this wasn't even a hit. This was like one of their B-C tracks off the album. And I'm like, everyone's bumping this. This is such a trend now, and I'm like, I don't even understand where they find this stuff. It had to have been an older head, because none of these kids know these bands even existed, right?
Yeah. That's like when Post Malone and Ozzy Osbourne had a song together, and they're like, "Oh, this awesome of Posty to like put up Ozzy like this. Like this is a cool. This guy's gonna be huge. Like he's awesome." It's like, okay, like just take 2 seconds and search the name, please.
The same thing happened when was it Kanye and somebody, was it Nicki Minaj? I don't remember who it was. They did a duet with Paul McCartney, like whatever, 6-7 years ago.
Oh, what?
And Paul McCartney, everyone, Paul McCartney's gonna get so famous. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Riding off Kanye's coattail.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think if you look up Paul McCartney on Spotify, I'm pretty sure it's still like one of his top 5 songs.
Oh, of course. It's his best performance ever.
It's pretty tough, to be honest.
And so Spotify. So how do you guys feel about Spotify? Because
Spotify.
I like Spotify. Fuck Matt.
Did you say you hate it?
Fuck it.
Why do you fuck it?
Sorry, tell me how, actually.
I fuck to it, but I don't fuck it.
No, actually, because I have YouTube Music, and I like that way more. It's just easier to use. It integrates into my Google easier. And I don't know. Spotify is just annoying, man. I don't know. That's all I got. For me, just casual hate.
For me,
I've never even used YouTube Music.
Yeah,
dude, it's the best.
I don't. I'm assuming you have YouTube Premium then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's I don't have YouTube Premium.
I'm fucking elite, bro.
Yeah, if you don't have YouTube Premium, the second you close the app, it all turns off. So that's the reason I don't use it. That's it.
Man, being able to watch YouTube videos without having to have the screen open and just keep it in my phone, it's so nice.
See, I just download the audio.
Oh
like
no, bro.
Adults. Like an adult.
I'm gonna teach you about technology here, man.
No, bro.
Here's the thing. I don't even think YouTube Music is even in the same realm as Spotify, because the the playlisting, the cataloging.
It has everything that has ever existed on planet Earth.
So does Spotify.
Yeah, but YouTube
not
music
quite.
is better.
Spotify doesn't have everything. They
It
don't
has
have the rights
99% of everything.
Probably 80%.
Any single obscure
there are
song you've
some
ever heard on
typically
YouTube,
can't.
it's on YouTube Music. Sorry, bro.
Okay.
There are some songs that I can only listen to on YouTube, so I will give them that.
Oh,
But
yeah,
yet
it's
again,
just
I don't have
little-
YouTube Premium, so
It's,
Okay,
it's for
well,
elite only.
I'm not using it.
The thing with Spotify, okay, so I used Apple Music for a little bit, and Apple Music was fine for
It's for fucking Neanderthals.
Apple Music fucking sucks. I hated Apple Music.
It was fine.
That's down there in the pits
with.
with
Yeah.
fucking what, Prime Music or whatever,
Oh,
Amazon
no.
Music.
The thing with Apple Music that killed me is the moment you like canceled your subscription, you just want to like not pay for it for like even a month. It deletes everything. Everything you've ever
really?
saved, all of your playlists, just empty.
Oh.
And it's like, but why though? And if
Yeah.
you re-subscribe, start fresh.
That's fucked.
But why though? Like
Yeah.
I can understand if I had a playlist and it had all this Apple Music on the playlist, and I stopped paying, and you're like, cool, playlist is locked. It's all,
Yeah.
or you can only listen to songs you actually own. Okay, that's fair. But no, it just erases the playlist.
Legit scare tactics. They just don't
Yeah.
want people to cancel it.
It's trash. But the
Yeah.
thing is, like,
Get it off the hard drive. We don't want to save that memory no more.
Huh.
but this thing, like Spotify, if I don't pay or cancel, I just get ads. I can still listen to all the same music. I just get ads now.
Yeah.
Sure, if I
hate
didn't,
those ads. They drive
I
me
mean, I hate
crazy.
the ads too. It's why I have Spotify Premium. But like
Yeah.
the fact that I can just re-up,
can keep doing it at
resubscribe
least, yeah.
anytime and just
Yeah.
have my shit back, I mean, that's how it should be.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
didn't
just like,
realize
Apple
Apple was
Music's
like
just
that.
like
That's
the
fucked.
bane of my existence.
I've never unsubscribed from something and then went back to it. Once
Okay,
I'm
Kyle's
out,
never
I'm
been
out.
poor, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I'm always
Fucking
poor.
money
I
bags.
just don't go back. If I can't afford it today, I ain't affording it tomorrow.
Honestly, I have too many subscriptions. That's another just Dustin
Okay,
problem.
so I feel like I just swindled Amazon recently because I have Amazon Prime. And just recently on Instagram, I think there was like a sponsored post where it's like join up for Amazon Music and you get 6 free months of Disney Plus. I'm like, oh fuck yeah! My son and I, we've like basically finished all of Netflix. We need some things to watch, so I was like, yeah, man, I'll fuck with Disney Plus. So I go to sign up for it, and you get it free with Amazon Prime anyways. So I just fucking signed up my music account, which I didn't have to pay any money for. So now I get 6 free months of Disney Plus, and I'm pretty sure I can suck Disney Plus dry in the next 6 months and cancel that shit for free, man.
There's a decent amount on Disney Plus.
That's a lot.
It is tough to get through, but it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I was cruising through it. Like I've never been into Star Wars too much, and I don't watch TV by myself. It's only with Caden, so it's like Pixar and Disney basically. And even the Disney, I was like a little disappointed with. It's just full of all the Disney shorts. Like there's nowhere near as many Disney movies I thought would be on there. It's very just subpar.
There's definitely a lot of shorts, but I feel like every Disney movie I've ever wanted to watch is on there.
Yeah, it's extremely hard to find. You have to search up everything. They don't really
Pocahontas?
show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't show up in the categories. It's a really trash system.
Okay, that
they don't do
because
it
I've been
well.
I was like searching through the whole thing, and it's like this is just like Toy Story, Cars, fucking a couple other things, some of the newer ones,
All the
and then
old
a ton of
stuff's on there
shorts.
too.
Really?
You just
Okay,
gotta
I gotta
search
look
it.
in more.
It's
'Cause
just
yeah,
like,
I was actually a bit
Pocahontas
disappointed.
is on there, 100%.
Okay, and that was like I was like, what's something fucking just random? Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, Peter Pan, Cinderella.
See, really? Okay.
fucking
All
Sword
right,
in the
all right.
Stone, all that old
man
shit.
gets Disney Plus and Pocahontas is you're like that's
Come
it.
on, man.
If I don't have this, I'm not watching one Marvel movie,
Bro.
I'm not watching Return
Okay,
of the Jedi. Nothing.
We talked about this a long time ago, Kyle, but we had like our top 5 like Disney movies or
Yeah.
whatever. There's a lot of Disney movies on there that I'm very happy about. First off, Mulan is probably one of
Mulan's
my
actually a good movie.
that's one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
The live action was kind of sus, to be honest.
I
But
didn't know that was a thing.
you didn't even know that was a thing, Kyle.
I haven't watched it either. I don't really care for Mulan at all.
Wow.
Especially after your
Waste,
glowing
man.
review. Every time you do a movie review, I'm like, okay, don't watch that
Add
one.
that
It's
to the shit
always a
list.
bad
Okay,
movie.
well, the live action one, yeah, you don't need to watch
Yeah.
that. But you're talking shit about actual Mulan, now we have a fucking problem, Kyle.
It's a movie. I like the dragon. That's about it.
Kyle's
Keep
deep.
it going. Keep it going.
Kyle's real deep. Fucking Hercules.
Hercules is good.
That's
Yeah.
such a great movie.
Hercules.
What the fuck is that?
That's
It's
from
from Hercules.
Eddie Murphy.
No, yeah, that was it. Wait a
That's
second.
a different movie.
I was gonna say
movie.
that's not
Eddie
from
Murphy.
Hercules.
Uh,
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy dressed as a woman. Can't remember which movie.
That was
it
like
is.
okay. I think he was like almost every actor in that one.
Yeah, Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor. There it is. He
I
was
never
the fat
watched
dude
that
in the-
movie.
Like he was pretty much every single character in that movie.
I never watched that.
He was
shit.
his mom,
Oh,
his
God.
dad,
You guys
himself.
are waste for watching it.
Yo.
This guy Mulan over here.
Yeah. I can't
Mulan's
even watch
real,
a little bit
right?
of black entertainment.
Yeah. Racist.
Oh jeez.
Fucking. Okay, here's an old Disney movie, Aristocrats. I watched that with my son a little while ago.
Aristocats.
Aristocats. You know.
movie's
That
sus.
movie was like super racist.
It's very sus.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was like better than I remember. It had a good storyline to it, but man, it was quite racist.
It's pretty tough because like we're kind of alluding to, these movies age really poorly.
Yeah, it was just the time back then.
The Siamese cats thing was definitely the point of concern in that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Weren't they just Asian? Like,
It was very
remember.
Asian, holding chopsticks for no reason.
And
Just
Aren't
it was-
Siamese cats like an Asian type of cat? Like, I honestly have no idea.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
I
know.
thought that's what
if they're Siamese,
twins
they're
were.
probably from Siam, which
nice.
checks out.
You
So
fucking
then-
deduced that.
Isn't
Well.
Checks out, but I don't fucking know the origins of cats. I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
They're just-
God.
But it's more of them having like super squinty eyes and fucking calling themselves, doing the chopsticks.
Yeah, and
all
he had the
other
rice hat on and everything.
I'm not gonna try and imitate what they do because I'm not trying to get us
I
canceled.
was trying to get you to get I was trying to
Do
know
it,
what,
do it, Dustin,
what,
do it.
what was Asian about the cats? I thought they just looked like regular cats.
But yeah, pretty tough scene. I love that movie. What's his name? Thomas O'Malley. Is that his name?
Thomas O'Malley. The
O'Malley,
alley
the
cat.
alley cat. I love this guy.
The cat's the only cat who knows where he's at.
But you know what? He low key is supposed to be so slick, but like just the example they set with him, he just like comes in, kind of an asshole. He's like fucking up the chick, like just like smacking at her. He's just like, but he's trying to talk like this and keep himself so
Hey,
smooth. And then like she's just supposed to be like, ooh. And I'm just like, I'm watching this movie in like 2021. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty tough. She's into that? That's weird.
That's how it was,
See,
man.
I'm a dog guy, so Oliver and Company was
That
mine
was
from back in the
actually
day.
wow.
It's not bad.
That was probably one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
That
in
was
a
the
very long
first
time.
one I watched when I got Disney Plus again. Cause like
I'm watching
the
that tonight.
opening
I'm
should
watching
I
that tonight
worry?
for sure.
Why should I care? Fuck yeah, that was
Yeah.
the best movie.
That was good.
The dog movie I watched growing up was All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Another, all three of them. Oh no, wait, no. That was I was thinking,
I think there are three, but
the live
last
action
two
I don't
movie
know.
about the two dogs and the cat, and they have to like cross the country.
Oh boy.
Fuck.
I only
Anyway,
watched
sorry.
the first one.
Okay,
Yeah, the
but
first
yeah,
one-
yeah.
The first one's
All
the
dogs
best.
go to
I think
heaven.
There are two other ones, but the first one's
Yeah.
the main one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
All Dogs Go to Heaven was a
Junkyard
great
Dogs and all that shit. I love
There was
that.
like a scene in the All Dogs Go to Heaven where it's like the alligator scene or something
Yeah.
like that. That
Yeah,
scared
the
the shit out of
alligator-
me as a kid.
Oh.
It was like actually scary.
That one, and then when they were in the lava trying to run away from those like demon.
Oh man,
These movies are so extra.
They were the best. Those
very well
are
put
those are the
together
ones that
back
need
then.
like live, like the remakes. We don't need to remake the best. We don't need Lion King live action. We know it's awesome. Everybody
Watch.
loved it.
They're
It's
gonna make a
like
Toy
every
Story live
summer.
action in like the next decade.
It's gonna be creepy as fuck.
That'd be
Oh my!
scary.
Speaking of creepy as fuck, there's this new reality show. I haven't watched it. I haven't gotten past the like shitty Netflix trailer that it does when you like scroll on it. It's called Sexy Beast. It is the most
I've seen the picture.
disgusting.
I'm going out of my way to avoid it.
It's so creepy. I'm like, this was made for furries. Like, it was one thing to have people just like in these suits, but like they're like grossly realistic. They're really like, I don't know, expressive like bear costumes, and it's just it's so uncomfortable to watch. And I'm like, if you're furry, I bet you're so happy to
Yeah.
watch this.
Dick hard. immediately.
I met a real life brony last weekend.
What's a brony?
My Little Pony.
No.
Like,
Oh, no.
obsessed with it. He was a really cool guy.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. I didn't know it was an actual thing, but he was like into it. It was super crazy.
Yeah, just don't go back to his house. Don't,
I mean, he was a kind of cool guy.
don't
man.
check out his basement.
His basement or his garage was full of like Raspberry Pis and Arduinos, which I fuck with that stuff.
What's an Arduino?
Man, okay.
Kyle's
that
not
sounds-
a
He's
cultured
trying
individual.
to
I
fucking
have
say he's a
no
nerd and he
culture.
doesn't even know what a goddamn Arduino is.
No.
Okay, so do you know what a Raspberry Pi is?
Is it a pie with raspberries?
Not a sex thing or anything. No. So a Raspberry Pi is like a computer, or like a credit card sized computer, basically, where you can like set it up and program it to do a bunch of things. Like I have
thought he was talking about treats.
Nope, computer shit. So I have like my 3D printer. I have it hooked up to a Raspberry Pi right now, and I have it like as a interface, so I can control my 3D printer like from my phone, basically, and I just like program.
So it's like a remote.
Well, it's a computer
like
that you code, like it's because it runs Linux. So then Arduinos are, instead of like a micro, it's not a computer, it's just a micro controller. So you can get it to do like if and then statements within like small low level coding. Okay. So I have like, again, on my 3D printer, I have this dry box where all of like the filament and stuff that I like, the stuff that it takes to actually print things. So inside of that box, I have a little sensor that registers the temperature and the humidity. So then I'm able to take that data, put it into the microcontroller, and then that sends to my phone.
Kyle, you didn't know that? You fucking idiot.
He's fucking trying to talk about being a nerd
I am
ago.
a
Doesn't know what this
Neanderthal,
shit is.
apparently. But so when you guys went down and looked at the Raspberry Pis and the other word, where did My Little Pony come in? Like,
that was in his bedroom.
How did he just push this over?
It was in his bedroom. It was before
no.
He showed me all of his guns. It was really cool. he was a character. It was
He's
really
got
cool
that
guy.
one little spot on the side. Like, yeah, I can't control it. Like, I get it. I'm a little pony. I don't know what
he
to
was
do.
super proud about it. Like, man.
Bronies are really proud.
Yeah, no, he was super chill about it. I think he was like, man, there was something going on that weekend too, where just as we were leaving, there was some people showing up, and I think it was something to do with furries. But yeah, no, he fucking lives his life, dude.
So was that like a show, or was it just
My Little Pony,
man?
It's a kid's cartoon.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah, with a bunch of ponies.
And adults that watch it, they call themselves bronies. And apparently you can't understand unless you're a part of it.
I understand that. I completely will never understand until I'm part of it.
Everybody that's not a part of it looks down on it usually, except for a few people.
So like, are we gonna have to like go to one of these brony parties to figure this out?
Oh, you go right ahead. Yeah, go right ahead. I'm gonna skip out on that one. But.
Yeah, it's a hard pass for me.
I need somebody to record me. We gotta infiltrate the system, find out what's going on.
Oh no.
They'll call you out, man. They'll be able to spot you.
Hey, what are we actually called? Oh shit.
No, they'll ask you who your favorite character is, and you won't have an answer, and you'll get beat.
Raspberry Pi.
You know what? That's probably a character though. I know
There's a chance. Raspberry Moon.
I think I watched this show on Netflix that was called, I think it was called Freaks. I'm not sure, but it basically every episode they'd profile like a different kind of freak, and I'm pretty sure Bronies was one of them. One of the best episodes though was LARPers. You know what LARPing is?
Yeah, LARPing.
I love that shit. I think it's so cool. I just think it's
I
hilarious.
wish I had the confidence to do that when I was younger, because like it seems like it'd be really cool, like if nobody knew, like if there was an enclosed capsule you can go back out and nobody knew you ever did it. I would do that shit every day.
I remember when I was younger, when it was kind of getting popular, there was a couple of kids that did it outside of by the field near my house. It was just in sight to be able to see them. They just like pretend to beat the shit out of each other.
See, my brother started doing it and he didn't pretend.
Oh yeah, you take it serious.
Throwing down, like he'd bring his whatever sword, but then if somebody was fucking with him, he'd just start throwing fists. Yeah. So I think he got kicked out of the LARPing group.
Ever since I watched that movie Role Models when we were like
teenagers,
I fucking loved it so much. I was like, man, gangster. I would do that.
That's hilarious.
That's such a good movie. Whatever happened to that kid though? Was that kid ever
Probably
in another
drugs.
movie once? You know,
100%.
Kid actors,
like,
drugs.
He like obviously he's probably an adult by now, and I'm just like, was he ever in anything else?
Yeah, he either did drugs or his parents stole his money. That's all that happened to young actors back
Child
then.
actor stereotypes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh jeez.
Just statistically accurate, not stereotyping.
Man, this last weekend, so Brittany, actually shout out to her. She just got a new job. Got her first interview she's had in like ever for like a job, because every other one she's kind of had an into.
Yeah.
This is her first one. She does the interview. She's all worried. She finishes. She comes upstairs to come talk to me, and like less than 30 seconds later, she gets a call. She got the job. So,
nice.
Congrats. But so she umpires and plays. She plays slow pitch, umpires fast pitch softball.
Okay.
So she was doing the U19 provincials over the weekend. So when she does normal tournaments, I'll bring the girls and watch and everything. So this one, she was getting graded on it for her next level, so I just kept the girls away. Which meant I had the girls all weekend.
Okay.
Completely my own. Holy fuck, that's a nightmare. I told her she has to retire. Like she's out the game.
Kyle had to be the sole parent for a weekend and he's dead.
No, it's like, cause I do my fair share. Like I'm not some guy that just goes to work, comes home, it's my time, it has beer, whatever.
We're gonna have to wait for Brittany to confirm that.
But. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, she will.
We'll side check that one.
We can fact check that one. There's not many facts that I put out there, but this one I'm quite a good dad. But we ended up on the Saturday. We went to a birthday party with there was probably 5 parents, 20 to 30 kids.
Oh,
there's
man.
a bouncy castle, a water slide. I think
Not
the
bad.
oldest kid was 8.
Okay.
So it's just psycho, just a condom commercial. But we do that
Anti-condom.
right in the middle of the day, which is right when all the naps are supposed to be happening. Ends up around 6:30. We go home to have dinner. Neither of the girls have napped. Just fucking ballistic on me. We had spaghetti. I was like, okay, we're gonna have spaghetti. That's their favorite meal. We'll just get this over with. I guess because you've got your kid. Did he ever go through like a very particular phase? Like everything has to be the exact way he wants it, like food wise.
For the most part, I don't know. He's always been pretty chill about things, but then also at the same time, from like a very early age, I've tried to like catch his overreactions as quickly as I can to try and get him to like, even though he doesn't know how to talk properly, try and get him to explain why he's upset. And as soon as he articulates it, he kind of realizes that there's no need to be. So he's been pretty good at explaining things because I've been like so adamant on trying to make it like that. But I do, like, most kids are like, yo, my fucking spaghetti is facing this way and not that way. It's like, it's a pile. What do you mean?
So, no.
Most days it's like that. If she starts freaking out, we can kind of figure it out. We breathe, take a couple breaths. She was not having it.
Oh,
so
man.
Normally, just give her spaghetti. She'll just eat it. She eats it by the handful. It's everywhere. It doesn't matter. It's a party.
Yeah, yeah.
This one, she wanted it in small round, which means fork and spoon. So I do that. And she's like, no, big one. And I'm like, and not just no big one. She starts screaming it at me. And I'm like, hey, we're going to calm the fuck down here. Like, we're just going to eat our dinner.
Start throwing hands.
You want to fucking take this outside?
Like, whatever. Let's get, like, I just want to get this done. So I do like a big one. She's like, no, grabs it, throws it on the table. I want big one. And I'm like, okay, we can't fucking do this. She keeps going for like 20 minutes where I'm just trying to calm her down. Put her to bed. She just was so tired. By the time she got upstairs, she passed out. Like the second she hit the pillow, I'm like, okay, whatever. So the Sunday,
she got your temper, eh?
Yeah, we don't have a birthday party, but we have another like hangout thing. So no nap again. We get to dinner. Almost the exact same thing happens, but with a different meal. She's freaking out. So I take her to the side. I'm like, hey, we gotta figure this. We gotta talk. And she's yelling, and then she just stops and she's like, Dad, I peed. She's pissing all over me. She's potty trained. She knows how to not piss on me, but she was so mad and just distraught that she pissed.
She really is your kid, eh?
Yeah. honestly.
I think my favorite thing that Brittany sends me is snaps of his kids acting like him, and I'm just like, fuck. Like,
it's so hard. I can't believe Brittany stayed with me. Like my kids frustrate the shit out of me with my own tactics.
One of the things that Kyle's always done is when he falls asleep, he's just like with his like mouth hanging out, he's just like he always does that shit, and he'll fall asleep. You know, I fall asleep often, but he's always competed with me as who can fall asleep the fastest. Like any car ride, watching a movie,
front row on the floor at a concert. I've fallen asleep on the rail.
Oh my
he's
god!
Like
man.
At any moment.
Like any moment, he could just turn off. And but the thing is, it's just like he'll be here, and then it's just
mid conversation. It doesn't matter.
And so like Brittany will send me like a snap of like his daughter, and she'll be like just like sitting there playing, and then she's just like and then she'll like call her name, and then she's like, hey, I'm still bouncing. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I used to call that my power hour. So when I first started working my 3:30 a.m. shifts, I was still like early 20s, so I'd do 24-hour Fridays and just like stay up and get drunk all night. But it was between 11 and midnight if I could stay up for that hour, I was good. I just, for some reason, recharged.
Okay.
And that's exactly, I'd start falling asleep, and whoever's at the party, like, I'd get people like, hey, if I start falling asleep between this time, you gotta wake me up, otherwise I'm never going again. So they just keep going, then finally I'd stay. But yeah, the other tactic they do is, I don't know what it is about me, but when somebody's really mad, like getting and expressing that to me, I laugh. Because I don't know what it is, if I'm uncomfortable or what, but I start laughing, and it obviously pisses the fuck out of that person. My daughter does that to me all the time. Like, hey, we cannot do that.
Oh,
like,
no.
I don't know what to do. My hands are tied. You're too young. I can't just give you time. You don't fully understand what the fuck's going on. You don't even think you're being mean. You think we're playing a game. Like, do I just start playing now? Like, it's so tough. And then having no Brittany to like bounce ideas off of for the weekend, it's been tough.
Nice.
Learn to appreciate your wife a little.
Oh,
Man.
I definitely do.
Being a single dad is weird, man. Because I got a boy, and he's like 4.5 now. So being at we fucking play Hot Wheels, play Lego, watch movies. Like it's a blast. But there's definitely times where he's doing the same thing. Like a lot of times I'll be kind of sarcastic to him in a way where he knows I'm obviously joking, where I'm like trying to correct something, but it's like so obvious. But then he does it to me every once in a while, and I'm like, don't fucking talk back to me. Like, I don't say that, but in the back of my mind, what the fuck you just say to me? I was like, wait, that's exactly what I do to him all the time. Never mind. You're being sarcastic. Good one, dude.
Nice, bro.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah.
That's so tough.
A PSA. My kids aren't just shitty. I have some moments where they go a little bit crazy. My kids are very, very
all
nice.
kids are a little bit shitty.
Yeah. they can be.
I think it's funny. I don't have kids, but I have a lot of nephews and nieces, and I am their primary role model. And it's so funny because they all play football. They all like playing football video games. When I play any video games, as Kyle knows, I get really competitive.
Yeah.
A lot of shit talk, me telling you you're trash, your parents should have aborted you, a series of comments like that.
Okay.
The usual, yeah.
Soft as two-ply.
I love listening to my nephews in their prepubescent voices talk shit to each other, talk shit to me. It is the funniest thing. And the best part is I get to leave after, and they're not mine.
They're all riled up and stuff.
Sorry, sister. But like just listening to these like 6 and 9-year-olds be like, "You're trash."
Oh my god,
it's so funny. And then like one of my nephews, he really wanted to play me in Madden. He's like 7, and the one thing I've been doing with them since the oldest one was really young. So I was like, I'm not going easy on you. I'm going to go as hard as I normally go. And when the day comes that you can actually beat me under your own skill, you can be proud of yourself knowing that you've gotten better. But until then, it's only going to be pain and suffering. You will not have fun doing this. And so for years, just absolutely train wrecked him. It wasn't even a thing. As he's gotten older, he has beaten me before, but I remember, not to flex on you guys, but he had like a Madden tournament. He rented out like a movie theater. Nice. And I absolutely killed him in the final game and just ruined his birthday. And I was like, and I've been talking shit about it for like 4 years now.
Wow.
But anyways, so one of my youngest nephews, he's like 6 or 7. I don't even remember these days. He really wanted to play Madden. And I told him, man, like, I know you're not good at Madden. I know you think you're good because you play against your brother, but you both just run in different directions and let the computer play the game for you. Like, it's a waste of my time. But I'm like, whatever. You want to play Madden? Sure. Let's play Madden. I'll give you a game. He picks Kansas City. He was like the reigning Super Bowl champion at the time. I picked the Ravens because it's my boy. And I ended up winning I think it was 83-0. It was bad.
Okay.
Him just screaming through the mic at me. And I was just I was killing myself. And so the next game we start playing, I start recording him yelling at me. And it's just the cringy. He was like, Kansas City sucks. We're switching teams. I'm going to be Baltimore now. And I'm like, yeah. Kansas City's the problem. If you give me Kansas City, it's going to be worse. But the chirps that he came up with, obviously I killed him even worse. Obviously it was just him screaming at me. But it's the things he was saying. This guy's like, you're a pee-pee poo-poo head. I'm like, who taught you that? That's the cringiest childlike insult.
It has the dirtiest words you can think of.
Right? He's like, I'm gonna kick your butt. And I'm like, is this you showing me that? Because you're just doing a shit job of it. And I'm like sitting here laughing my ass off, talking shit to a 6-year-old who's like on the
Learn
verge.
some curse words, you pussy. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, your beaks suck, kid.
Wow.
Like just me laughing my ass off, talking shit to a 6-year-old, and it is so funny. And all I could think of was, man, I'm so sorry. I felt so bad for my sister because I can hear him on the mic, but I can just turn him down. So like the red lining on my mic is like very quiet, but I can just hear him in his house. And I know he's in the living room right next to his whole family going, "Let me score!" Just fucking screaming. And I'm like, yeah, turn that shit down because that's not happening. It's just
Surprised your phone's not calling. Parents are like beside him, like, Dustin, you have to let him score. Come on, man. We can't take this anymore.
Dustin, we're not doing this anymore.
That's hilarious.
I just love it. Not my kids.
Fuck it.
It's always a good time.
You guys hear about the most recent Bitcoin news? You guys hear anything about what's going on?
I mean, I've been watching it. I took an L this week, but
hey. Okay, so I don't know if it's fake news or not. It's been like, I don't know. Well, so apparently Amazon, it's a leak by one of the employees or something like that. They're going to be accepting Bitcoin pretty soon. And then with like the intentions of like having their own coin in like relatively soon, the next year or two, which like, if it's true, it makes sense of get this trending topic, get people in using Bitcoin to pay for their products, and then offer a different coin that's going to have like better incentives and stuff like that, just to try and
better deals.
Yeah, like marketing 101 basically, right? Just bring people in with the popular thing and then switch it to their own version. But sure enough, whether it was like coincidental or whatever, but all of a sudden the market's just popping off right now. And then as soon as it was declared as potentially, or like Amazon denied the claims, and then the market's kind of chilled out now. It's just like, oh, everyone's just fucking on the sidelines, just waiting for good news, right? Like, oh shit, Amazon, fucking buy. And yeah, everyone's watching the market right now.
Oh no,
it's curious, man. A lot of people are talking about bear market, but I think everyone's watching.
What
right
would
now.
prices look like? Like, think of how toxic the prices would look like if everything was listed in Bitcoin. You go on there, I'm like, ooh, a bottle of shampoo for 0.00000000847 Bitcoin.
No,
wow.
okay. So here's the neat thing,
And
dude.
then you press refresh. It's like, what? It's that much more?
So you can denominate Bitcoin into Satoshis, Sats, S-A-T.
Satoshis.
Yes.
No
So
idea
that's
what that is.
a reference to like Satoshi Nakamoto, the inventor of it and everything like that. But yeah, so
It's another currency within a currency.
Yeah, so it's like $1 versus a cent. So like there's 100 cents in $1. I think there's 100.
So it's a different coin.
No, dude, it's the same fucking thing.
Well, no.
It's 100,000
Loonie and
sats.
Toonie aren't the same coin. They're different coins.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's the
same
physical
amount.
denomination of it. That's like cash money, right?
But we're talking about
So
a
if-
coin.
Yeah, it's a digital coin, bro.
So Bitcoin is an online money.
I'm talking shit.
I know.
It's very bad.
I'll fuck with you. I'll keep this going. But yeah, no, sats. It's like 100,000 sats are in one Bitcoin. So then you can denominate it into like you have a 50,000 sats kind of thing, right? So then something would cost like 25,000 sats, and that would be the theoretical price behind it. It's interesting, but
Shit.
the thing with
Is that
it,
even a Bitcoin though?
no, it's the same thing.
No.
Continue. I'm wasting time. Go ahead.
I'm just fucking killing the dead air here.
But like, I guess I'm just like, I would get so confused. I'm like, what currency are we in? Is that a good deal? Or is that $3 more than the local CVS
Yeah, I mean,
that
well,
we don't have because this is Canada?
so if you think about it, like with debit cards, they were like just kind of coming out when we were young. Like they weren't ever a thing. And when debit cards came out, no one fucking understood it. Like it was like, what do you mean I can just have this piece of goddamn plastic and it's my bank account? That doesn't make sense. So it's just kind of like that again.
And for me, like, I don't know if I'm in the minority, but I legit don't even look at prices of things. I'm not allowed shopping.
Like I said,
because
Kyle's
like
bougie.
we
I mean, generally,
if I go
if
to
you
get
want something or need something, you're
if
gonna
I
get
want
it, right?
carrots, I'm not gonna be like, oh, they're 30 cents more, so I'm gonna come back on Tuesday and see if they're cheaper. I've heard people say that to me, and I'm like, that's fucking retarded. Why would I do that? Why would I wait longer? I want carrots. So like, if it's a couple extra satoshis, I'm not even gonna notice.
Satoshis.
I mean, yeah, if we're talking about that, it's not a big deal. I guess the thing with Amazon is I'm always like weary of the prices because sometimes you'll see a product on there that's completely normal value. Oh, it's like a $6 bottle of something. And then sometimes it's the same product and it's like, oh, this is $85. Are you sure you want to buy it? I'm like, no, what the fuck? I'm not paying $85 for something that cost me less than 10 at Walmart.
Yeah.
The most annoying is when you see one that says, "Oh, Prime delivery," and then it shows up 2 weeks later. And it's like, what the fuck am I paying for Prime for? Like, this is ridiculous.
This wasn't very Prime.
Yeah. Something I hate, again, with like filmmaking, everything like that, I've got like a big list of things that I like kind of need, just kind of wait for things to go on sale. Every once in a while, I'll find something where it's like, just throw a number out there. It's like, something's like $50. I'll be like, oh yeah, I should probably get that. Throw it on like the wish list or whatever. Check on it like 3 days later. This item has increased by $50. And it's like, what the fuck? Just like doubles the price. I don't know if it was just supply and demand or whatever.
I've had that happen to me too.
Dude, it pisses me off. So then I'm always in this mindset where I'm like, oh, as soon as I find something, I should just buy it and waste my fucking money. But it's hit and miss, I guess.
I had kind of like the reverse happen to me.
That's always so nice.
I found a pair of shoes and I was trying to find the right size, and I couldn't find the right size. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just order it online. So I order it online. You add on extra fees and the mandatory delivery charges and all this shit. Next thing you know, it's like an extra $20 more than it should have been. I'm like, ugh, whatever. Anyways, not even 2 hours later, my boss was in the store looking for shoes, and she finds the shoes that I'm looking for in the size. She's like, hey, you want me to pick them up? And you just send me the money. I'm like,
oh, no.
Absolutely. Yes, I'll pay the normal price for them. Like 2 hours later, I'm on the website, and I'm trying to cancel this order. And they're like, nope, can't cancel it. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, oh, we're just so efficient at processing things that it's already being processed, and you gotta wait till it gets there. So now I have to like wait for these shoes to get here, then take them back to the store and return them. I'm like, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
such a waste of time.
We're so efficient that we got to process now. You'll get delivery in 1 to 2 months, and then you can deal with it then.
Such a waste of my time.
You see, payday just happened, and we don't really have that money exactly.
They're trying to fuck with me like Value Village. Value Village is like, you can only return things for 2 weeks, and then I got busy for 2 weeks, and I'm stuck with all this shit I can't wear. I'm like, fuck, I guess I could donate it again.
Yeah.
Try and trap
Value Village is dog shit. So they accept donations and then sell them. That's fucking crazy. Like,
I feel like the price they sell on some of the things is ridiculous. But,
yeah, like if you're gonna sell it, like sell it. If you're selling it for $10 because you want to keep the doors open and whatever, it's still technically a business.
Yeah,
but it's not really supposed to be going for profit.
Actually, okay.
Assume.
Are they a for-profit company? I've never looked into that. I wonder. Because if they're for-profit, then they can just kind of charge whatever the hell they want. But if they're not for-profit...
That's the thing. They probably are for-profit, but they
probably are those bastards.
They kind of market themselves as if they're a Sally Ann.
Yeah.
Where, like, yeah, just bring your donations here. We'll make sure it gets to the poor people. But then we buy it back ourselves.
Yeah, because everyone wants to be a fucking hipster.
Yeah, we want to wear poor people clothes for some reason.
Right? It's trendy, man.
They want to find that, like, pair of Guess jeans that's hiding in there. And, like, they're just like, oh, it's Guess? Here's an extra $30 tag on it.
Yeah, we can't afford winners. We're gonna go to Value Village.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I find some gems in there. I always check out I like looking at the old cameras there. But just recently, I think this past year, they have marked all those up so much. Where before it was like they didn't fucking know, or whoever's selling it must know about cameras now because everything is expensive. Where before I'd go in there and find this old antique camera that still works and is like $10. It's like, holy shit, man! This is like on eBay like $50, $60. So it was nice. So I had a decent camera collection, but now there's like, it's just fucking expensive. Not worth it.
And that's the crazy part. Like the whole point of the place is supposed to be you get something that somebody didn't want anymore for cheap.
Yeah.
They donated it. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking ridiculous.
Oh no.
So, when was the last time you guys been to McDonald's?
Fuck that place. I haven't been to McDonald's in a very long time.
Maybe hours.
Okay, so maybe I'm talking to Kyle on this one. Fuck you, Matt. So they have this Space Jam promotion going on right now, and they have this 20-piece nuggets box, and this $20 space nuggets. You open it up.
Fucking space nuggets, bro. Sign me up.
It has this box that has like a little basketball hoop built in, and you're supposed to like
stick
your nugget sauce in there, and then you can.
I might be going there.
It looks sick in the picture, but the thing is, on the picture, it's like you open it up, and it's like near the bottom, and then just like it's like a little dunk. Well, I got it the other day, and it was at the top of the lid. So as soon as I put the sauce in, it just fell forward and closed, and I got sauce everywhere. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Was it just that one box, or is their marketing was
I
fucked?
only bought the one box. I don't know.
I guess, yeah, once that happens, you don't go
But
back,
I'm like
right?
sitting there on my fucking couch, and I've got like all the fucking crumbs in my chin now, and I'm like, Rah!
Wow.
I really wanted to paint a very attractive
no,
picture for you.
All
like
I
a
was
Renaissance
picturing
picture.
was Dodgeball, the end of it with Ben Stiller.
Yeah, he's like 300 pounds.
I was so much better than him. These fucking nuggets.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
I love that scene.
I definitely didn't picture you as a guy that still needed to look at the menu when you go to McDonald's. I figured you had a favorite.
I get bored.
I might
That's
be
the McDonald's, I get
taking
bored.
Caden to get some fucking space nuggets.
Get some fucking space nuggets.
Guess
bro.
what, Caden? Got a surprise for you.
They used fucking chicken nuggets as every promotion. They did a BTS promotion with chicken nuggets like a month ago.
What's BTS?
BTS is a Korean pop group, and so I guess they were doing something. I don't even know what
I
where
think
they
they
released.
might be like the most popular group
Is that
ever.
like that's like K-pop
Yeah.
shit, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea who they are either, but
Yeah,
I've heard
they're
that
definitely the most
huge.
popular one. Now, I was like, okay, so what is significant about this BTS meal, as it was called? It was just a chicken nugget meal. They had two sauces that you could eat with.
Two sauces.
Two sauces that were special, signature sauce.
Wow.
It was Thai sauce and some other sauce that was kind of shit. It was like Cajun sauce, but it wasn't good.
I like how
The Thai sauce was just any Thai sauce you could buy at the store. It was nothing special.
The regular Thai.
Yeah.
I like how Rick and Morty brought back Szechuan sauce at McDonald's.
Yo, it's
That was a
fucking
fun time.
It's
I never
fucking
even
everywhere now.
ate it.
Yeah, it's just like casual. Like
Now it's like Szechuan is such like a hipster kind of thing that
Yeah.
all of like if you go to like Old Yale Brewery, you go to all these fancy places, they all have Szechuan edamame, and it's
oh
just like,
god.
well, there's $12 for a bag of beans. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
it's wild. But yeah, Szechuan's honestly, I don't think Szechuan's that good.
It's subpar.
I have
Yeah.
no idea what it is.
It was
I've
super
never tried it.
oriental back in the day. Cause like when did it come out? Like before the 2000s, I think, or either that or like super early 2000s or something. And it was like a limited time.
Long
on
time ago,
McDonald's.
I didn't even know it was ever there.
Exactly. Yeah.
But Rick and Morty makes one reference to something, and it's a big enough show that boom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
McDonald's bringing it back. They're
It's
listening.
there.
Do you watch Rick and Morty?
I do.
Do you have have you been watching the new season?
I have.
I have not seen it yet. I really want to see it.
I have all of Rick and Morty on my Apple. So if you
I might be
want,
coming over here.
I might sauce you a login. You can just go on and watch the entire series.
If you go on
I've seen the whole series, just not the newest ones.
Oh.
Just not the
Amazon
new season.
Prime, you subscribe to Stack TV for a 30-day free trial.
I have that on my Disney
Oh.
Plus.
Oh shit! Then
Yeah.
you already have it. You don't even know.
Bro, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I think there's 6 episodes right now.
Something like that,
Another
yeah.
one comes
Nice.
out tomorrow.
I think I haven't seen the most recent one. I think
Is it good? Is it
I just
good?
said I haven't seen the most.
No,
recent.
I mean like the fucking the new season. That episode you haven't seen yet. Any good there, bro?
Honestly, the season so far is up to where I've seen. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know how they keep hitting it out of the park, but they hit it out of the park
and it
every
seems
time.
like there was such a big time frame between like the last season because I'm pretty sure they're setting themselves up to like really make this go on for a long time.
Yeah.
So
Well, the creators are actual like stand-up comics that were super successful beforehand. So this is what they do is just
Yeah.
write jokes over and
But
over.
I guess I just kind of like think about like why is it so good, and it takes me down this rabbit hole of thoughts of like adultish, well, like cartoons directed at adults. So like I think of the first one I think of is the Simpsons. Simpsons started everything. They've done everything. They're everywhere. And then as I got older, I was watching the Simpsons. I'm watching King of the Hill. I watched Beavis and Butthead briefly.
fucking Futurama.
Futurama is right in there.
American
I
Dad.
I was
that.
American Dads, South Park, Family Guy, all the way up to Big Mouth, and there's a show on
That was a
Netflix-
weird one.
That's a wild show. There's a show called F is for Family, and then
That was like Bill Burr or something like
Yeah,
that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's his show. Yeah.
yeah, and then now it's like Rick and Morty is in here as well, and I'm just like, why is Rick and Morty so good? It's like, I guess for me, it's like it's almost it uses like Futurama was like, if you do you know about like the writers, how smart they are? Like these guys got Harvard degrees, Yale degrees. Like they're the guys that wrote Futurama.
I know
were
that
very
they're
over-
like they're very witty, more witty than people realize.
They're very
like,
overqualified to
Yeah,
be
okay.
just like comedy show writers. These
Yeah.
guys are like engineers and scientists that wrote that show. So like
cool.
they're easily the most educated writers room ever.
Yeah.
So that's why there's just so much real science in those shows.
Yeah.
And they're able to make jokes and do things that are so intelligent that probably a lot of it goes over most average people's heads, even my own sometimes.
Mm.
That show, is successful because of that. Then you got South Park, who's kind of in that shock humor. They just say outrageous shit, do crazy concepts just to push like the small weird narrative.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like an iconic show for me growing up.
Yeah.
And then you have like I guess you got Family Guy and stuff like that, with just like the ridiculousness, where it's like everything's a joke and everything can be a joke if you put it in the right way, with the random cutaways and the random offshoot tangents and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Family Guy really popularized the like cutaways. Just
Yeah.
all of a sudden these random tangents.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, and that's just like a clip happening.
Yeah, that had never really happened before.
And now you have, and the thing is all of these shows had like a relatively unique animation style.
Yeah.
And then you come to Rick and Morty, unique animation style, very intelligent writing, outrageous shock humor, and tons of cutaway segment tangents. And you're like, this is all of these things. And what happened? It's a recipe for success. It's like the biggest show in the world, like biggest cartoon in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a show that nothing means anything, so anything can happen. There's
they can go in any direction at any time.
Good,
It doesn't matter.
bad, happy, sad, angry, nothing actually matters. That's the idea behind Rick, is that nothing in the world matters. Whatever you do, it's not going to change anything, so do whatever the fuck you want. So you take that, it's basically a mixture of all of them. Like you said, you get the Futurama, where it's like futuristic and actual smart things behind
Sci-fi
it.
concepts.
Sci-fi, yeah. And then Family Guy with the cutaways and just the eccentricity.
I know Matt doesn't know because he hasn't seen the most recent one, but the Miss Planet episode fucking killed me. Basically, these kids, they all have these rings representing an element in nature, and kind of like an 80s cartoon where like these like teenagers, they have their rings, and when they bring them together, bang, Miss Planet comes out to save the world.
So like Captain Planet, but
yeah, it's the same thing,
Yeah,
except these kids are all like in their like 40, 50 years old, and they're all old and shitty, and they're just using her as like a cash cow to keep them relevant and keep their bank full. And she's like just like not aging, but wanting to live her own life because she feels like she's been just like trapped her whole life. And she's very much like Britney Spears and like this whole Britney's Free Britney movement that's going on. Anyways, she falls in love with like Morty, and Morty's trying to bang her out and stuff like that. And he's like, I need to free her.
Oh god.
It's a whole thing. I'm not gonna go any deeper because that's pretty much the whole plot of the episode. But
Yeah, you went everywhere except for the last moment.
I'll look into it.
It is so fucking funny. The whole episode just had me rolling, and I'm just like, man, they did it again. It's like every episode, I'm just like, I couldn't believe they made me laugh that hard again.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
again.
I can't believe they came up with that idea.
Yeah.
Just every single time.
It's
From my
great.
understanding too, I think like they were talking about this a while ago. I don't know if they're actually going to follow through, but instead of having seasons, I think they might be planning to just release a new episode like once a month indefinitely, instead of like having a bunch of episodes every week and then taking a pause.
Interesting.
I think they're leaning more towards that, because that's never really been done before. Like they're just trying to get rid of seasons, where it's just like one new episode once a month forever. It's a cool idea.
It's a cool idea. It makes me wonder what the pay model will be, because right now I'm buying the seasons as they come out.
Yeah, everything's streaming though now, right?
Yeah.
So like it just might apply better to a streaming platform.
I mean, yeah, if it's just like stuck on a streaming platform, I'm buying like season after season right now, and I just like I pay for the seasons like $20, and then as the episodes come out, I just have them.
Yeah.
And that works for me because I like to rewatch this kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And it's on streaming platforms now, but streaming platforms change their shit all the time, and for me, it just works. But I can like, what would that be like? Pay for each individual episode? That would kind of, I mean, it could be the same, cheaper, whatever, maybe more expensive. I don't know. Just seems weird. I don't know.
Well, it could be like they're exclusively with this Stars platform or something like that. So then, like, if you have that, then you can constantly get the new episodes. If not, you can probably get it other ways, but you have to pay for it. But it's just like the one avenue to always have this free, constant new show.
That's kind of the way most things go, even with them doing it like weekly right now, where every Wednesday it comes out. You build that anticipation, but now they switch it to a month. Now everybody's you see it now. Everybody's talking about it again. It can dissipate a little bit, and they don't really have to worry because it's so big already. So every time when that day's starting to come, everybody starts talking about it again. It starts getting the advertisement, and they don't have to worry about marketing the rest of that month. It builds itself.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I think that's probably where we should end it for today.
Yeah, we're at hour 14.
And
Solid.
It's a fucking shit show talk.
I really like that show, and it's one of those things too. Like I want to have merch for it and like wear like the shirts and stuff, but it's because it's so popular. I don't want to be like that dude with the overabundance of Rick and Morty gear. So I'm just like,
oh man, I remember back when I worked at Tim Hortons. I remember there was this one dude who was just like the biggest fucking stereotypical stoner you could imagine. Like he was like kind of balding, like in his later 40s, just like closed eyes everywhere he goes. And just like anywhere in town, you can just spot him from a fucking mile because he's got this like tie-dye Rick and Morty shirt, and he like wore like there was like 3 of them. I think
there's
he had.
Portal shirt.
Yeah, something like that. Or like there was like 3 of them, all different colors, but they're all like the same fucking shirt. And it's just like anywhere you go, you can just see this dude walk around, just this fucking clearly a stoner. Right. Like, hey man, like, oh my god.
Yeah, it like that shit just kills me. It's like, yeah, we all watch Rick and Morty. You don't have to like act like you're the biggest Rick and Morty fan. I don't know.
That's you fucking do you.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. We'll call it for today, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Take care.